Hello again, it's me, Milton, Little Milto channel. What we're going to be doing is, we're actually going to be going on about countersinking. Why do we countersink? Because it makes the job look a bit more professional, that's why. Because you really need the screws to be sitting level with the wood. And to do that, it's far easier if you just countersink into place. Not only that, with the different wood types that are out there, it's sometimes very hard to get it right. These double countersink headed screws, which have the ribs underneath here, sometimes don't always work and do the job. Sometimes you get firing, you get plicking, you still get splitting with them as well. If you're doing a high class job or trying to do a high class job, then in that case then you really should be countersinking, because if you just start throwing the screws in, it looks like a mess. The point is, professionals do not ram screws into wood and bury it and then turn around and tell you that the ribs underneath are to drill it further into the wood. That's garbage. It's to help it sit level with the wood. So, get rid of that. So this is why we actually countersink. There was a gentleman on the same street I live on. He just had a new gate built. He's just been charged over £200 for some men to come round. And what they did was, they buried every single screw into it. They used an impact. Well, nothing wrong with using an impact. Impacts are pretty controllable in some way. So they could easily have stopped the screw. They may not have all been the same level, hence why another reason why we countersink. Because it's very hard to get screws bang on level every single time. So anyway, he's not happy. And he asked me, he says, what do you think? I think it's a big mess. They haven't even used anti-corrosion screws by the look of it, and they've just thrown them in. And he wanted to have it looking like wood. He wanted to keep it wood. So he's going to have to fill it in. And I mean, these guys have probably used about, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 screws. So that means every single screw hole now, he's going to have to fill it over and then rub it down. He's not happy. But they're not coming back. They've got their money and that's it. So, if anybody ever turns around and tells you, when they're burying screws into wood, oh, that's how you do it, that's how everybody does it. No, a proper professional won't. So, that's one of the reasons why we countersink as well. So we've got keeping the wood looking good, it does a tidier finish, and of course it's far more professional. And not only that, if it does mess up, it's a lot easier to sort out rather than actually going around putting filler into it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this camera on. I was just checking it to make sure it was all lined up. We'll switch this one off and we'll have a look at some of the countersinks that you can actually get. Sorry about that. See what I mean? They're this type and then we were on this type, and I was trying to show you underneath inside. You can't actually see inside, but at least you can see the black hole in there, right? And you can see this one's been quite extensively used. I have actually resharpened this. Yes, you can resharpen them if you're good. You just take out the drill bit and you just go around them with your like a grinding wheel and do it that way. Now, this type here. This type here is actually for metal, but it works in wood just as well. This is 10mm and that's 10mm. You see? Now we move to some of the things you may not have seen. We'll leave this one. This one here, it just fits on the end of your drill. It's three-sided. That's four-sided. That's three-sided. I'm not counting that one because there's too many on it. And then this one here. Right. Now we'll do this one later. Right. So we'll move him out of the way. And of course we have this here. This is the one we're going to be using. So I'll get one that I actually have opened. Now, this one here is readjustable. The actual size, get up there. The actual size of the bit inside here, right, is actually, I'm just trying to see if the light's on it, yeah, is actually 12mm in diameter. But you have readjusting here with the grub screw. You actually get an Allen key in the box there to readjust it. So if you buy this, don't lose that. And you readjust it and it just slides up and down on this little flat bit here. You see? And you readjust it to the size you want. A bit fiddly, I'm not going to say it's not. But once you get good at it, you sort of say to yourself, yeah. So what I actually did was, I actually made a mark on it all the way around, right, at that point there, which is 10 mil. So it means I find it a lot quicker. I don't get it right every single time, but I get close to it. And as the screws, we'll get some of these, one of these. This is a box standard screw. It's just fixing and fasteners, that's all it is. If you look here, they're not fancy. These are the screws we're using. No fanciness on them, no special things, just a sharp point and that's it. Good pull out strength, good thread on it, quite a fine thread actually for a screw, I must admit. Right, and they're PZ2 heads. So we're going to be using these, right, to put in. So sometimes some of these screws, the head here, isn't always the same diameter. They may say they're 10 mil, but they could vary. They could be 9 mil, which means you'd have to readjust again on this, back to this. So how does this actually work? Well, it goes in the end of your drill. The point obviously goes in, and when it goes in so far, while this bit here is spinning around like so, spin, 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 when you hit the surface of the wood, this stops spinning. You see? Like so. Wow! Cool! So, we'll now put it to the test, but first of all, we'll have a look at what the cowboys can get up to. So, what I'll do now is, move this camera out of the way for a bit. I'll set up the wood now, ready for this test, okay then? Right, that's the wood set up. So, we need a drill. We're just going to use this one here. We don't need the 5 amp battery. Certainly don't need it. We'll just use 2 amp. We've got any charge in it? Yeah, we've got charge in it. Right. Pretty powerful and pretty fast. We're on speed 1, so I'm going to put it to speed 2. This is our cowboys. This is how they actually put screws in. Okay. These screws also fit on the end with the DeWalt bits very well. For a cheap screw, they're doing good. So let's go and see how the cowboys do it. We'll come in about here and we'll cowboy the job. You know. There we are. I'm going to do that again. No idea why it was slipping off, but it did. So I'll cowboy the job again. We'll come over a bit here. There we are. Cowboyed the job. Okay, so let's pause, let's have a look. Now, we get to see a cowboy job. There was the first one that went in, and I was slipping with that one. There's the second one I put in. Look at the difference, how far in it went. And I bet you, we've all seen this before. You see? Made a right mess of the wood there, plicked up and all the rest of it. So now what will go away, we'll put 4 in, how they're supposed to be put in without countersinking. Right, back at speed 1. Okay. Right, this is using no countersink. Move the camera. Right. We're on yet. Right. So this is just now, put it up here, out of the way. And now we'll come round and we'll have a look. Now, you can see now, what a mess. Right, never mind the splitting the wood, that's because they were a bit too close together. Forget the sort of semi-big split. The point is this, look, there, there, there and there. That ain't too good, is it? That's pretty abysmal. So what we're going to do now is, we're going to set up now, and we're going to countersink, and then we're going to put some in. So I'll show you this tool actually working close up. Okay then, we're going about here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. A bit close to the edge here. I'll come up over here. Right. Now we know what that plastic bit's on there for now, don't you? Okay then. First screw. In we go. Oh, bit too deep. Because I'm not using torque settings. Like that. There we go. Right. Now, I think you can clearly see big difference. Okay, I went a bit too far. I wasn't quite used to the speed and the power of that drill. I haven't used it for a while. That one I definitely put in too far. Fine, okay, I made a mistake there, right? And now look at this here. Now that was pretty damn good when you look at the mess here. Okay, then could I actually put one of these screws in without making a blinking mess and actually get it right? To make it look fair? Fine. We'll put one in to make it look fair then. We're going about here. I think, right. No, we won't. Out. We'll come over here. Right, we can see that. Not wrong way. There you go. Well, you can clearly see. No splitting around here. Well, the bit of blue bit came up with it. Look, it's split as it was going in. Look, it's split. That's just quite deep, that split. Well, there you have it. So you've seen firsthand that one, I'm not lying to you, I'm not full of garbage. There were no torque settings used on this. I tried to do it this way, rather than setting torque settings and getting things confused. You're supposed to set them, but I'll make a video on this later on. Right now, countersinking. And you can clearly see that one there. I didn't cheat, I didn't mess about. I even slowed down slightly more like I did with these ones here, right at the back. These ones I threw in just to the cowboys, and you see the mess you get. And that's what they do. And that's all they are. They're just cowboys. A professional will not do it. But now this part of the conversation moves more to the actual professional guys that do use countersinking. Okay then, how much was this? Because you've seen me do it and you've seen how easy it was. Right depth, everything. Look, absolutely perfect. And if the one that I did put in too deep, if you look at it, you actually see around the edge, and you can see I actually had that bang on. Now, I didn't practice that, there was just where it was set. Now, for the professionals, they may say, hang on a minute, we sometimes have to over countersink, right? There are different terms for this. They're a shallow countersink, right? And they're also a deep countersink. Sometimes you have to deep countersink because you want the screw to go down further, you see, just for the aesthetic appeal or something. So how do you do that with this? You can't, because it's at 12 mil. You can if it's a 12 mil diameter screw, which these ones here are. Right, these are. So that works fine for them. Now, how much is this? Roughly £12, right? Now, £12, you might think, oh, that's expensive. I thought it was at first until I looked. It was a lot more expensive than that. But is there another way? There's one that we haven't actually mentioned yet. This one. This is a 10 mil diameter. The idea of this is, I'll use this one for it, right? Because it's smaller and easy to use. Won't get in. No, it's not one to play ball. In, it's in. Right. How this one works is quite plain and quite simple. You just put it in the end like so, right? Turn it, full speed. Right, you pop it in. The problem with this type of countersinking is getting the right depth. I'm not used to this yet. And that gave me the next clue. I went, hey, I'm not used to this yet. Wolfcraft, and that's a firm that make these. Wolfcraft, they are there, yeah, Wolfcraft, there it's there. Also make one for drywall screwing, which means you put the bit in here, the same thing, spins, I'll show you, I'll bring you in for a closer look. It goes down and it spins. I thought, I wonder if this bit here would fit inside. And that should be able to do it, so you'd get that perfect bang on every time. You wouldn't have a big long pilot hole going in, but what you would have is you'd have a place where you would start your screw, like there. Now let's go and have a look at this closer up now. Now, ordinarily, inside here, there would be a screw bit, like that, which is a 25 mil. So we take that out, we take our little bit here, like so, and we pop that up inside, making sure it's in, which it is, right? So we now go back to our drill, but we're not going to use the big drill because it's a bit too big to get in with the thing there, and we're going to use that. So, right, we can see what's going on. The lights, nice big shadow casting on there. We'll try and get it out of the way. Right, and we'll just use this. That's it, one. Battery's going on this. Done it though. Now, that was a weak weedy little 10 volt drill for that. Okay, I'm going to leave that bit there. We'll clean this off. Yeah, right. We'll take our little screws. 3, 4, right. Push in. Push in. Push in. And push in. We'll take our combi. Right. Right, speed 1. Okay, we're back on track again. Right. Oops, it is. Yeah, a bit too deep. Oh! Wow, as we get everything close at hand. That one went a bit squint, never mind. Yeah. Now, not too bad. You got to remember, I'm not setting torque settings. But guess what? No splitting, no nothing. That was no pilot hole as well on that. And look at it. Alright, admittedly I went rapdash with that yin. I went a wee bit rapdash with that one. Right, fair enough. Right, I'm not going to say I didn't. But I got these ones in very good. So you see, and how much does this cost? Well, the little bit, right, which is there, this bit here, this bit is actually £3 odd, and this bit here is £5. So, just hang on a second. They are a company that you can trust. They do good stuff. Mind you, they do some rubbish as well. I'm not going to say they don't. But all I'm trying to do here is make life easy for you. Get you to understand that, well, really and truly, countersinking isn't that hard. It doesn't take up that much time. And I've proven it, it does a far better job. So you see me put screws in today. Admittedly, some of them did go down a little bit, but even though the ones that did go in that little bit further than they should have done, they still came out all right. They didn't seem to be too badly over countersunk into place. It was me, as I said, not really used to this drill here. I'm used to a different drill, to be honest with you. But I just thought I'd get this one out and give it a bash. Just one we used to use for masonry all the time, but now we use SDS, so it doesn't all get used. And as I said, this is the type of drill that most people use, is this type like the Milwaukee or the Bosch up there. In fact, I should really use the Bosch actually, it's quite a nice screwdriver actually. Anyway, I hope this has been informative to you. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I have. So, what we're doing next, to be honest with you, I don't know. I've still got a tear down to do on this drill up here, but I'll want to get that done sometime. So anyway, I'm Gordon Melton, channel's called Little Milto. Right? Subscribe if you want, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's up to you, I'm not overly bothered. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time.